Stay on CC. Good afternoon and welcome to Schoolboy Row Field here in El Dorado, Arkansas for Game 1 of the Fall World Series for the South Arkansas Stars. Captains for your two teams are Gavin Murphy and Gray Fisher. They'll be heading up the Spudnut side. And captains for the Spankies will be Ty Simonelli and Ryan Ursery. They're figuring out who will be home for this first series, as well as setting up the Rapsodo machine for this. It'll be a best of 3, but all 3 games will be played. Game 1 happening at 5 o'clock. Game 2 will be tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. And Game 3 will be Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Both teams finishing up their warm-ups. We'll be back shortly for first pitch. Welcome back as we get ready for first pitch. And it will appear that the Spud Nuts will be the ones taking the field first. They'll be the home team today. Starting lineup that Asher Hamilton will be going up against up on the screen. Leading off for the visiting team will be Jet Hudnall, followed by team captain Ty Simonelli. Chase Irby hitting in 3-hole. Justin Szymanski batting cleanup. Noah Smith batting fifth. Ian McCubbin playing second base, followed by J.D. Zachary behind the plate. Tanner Gardner at short. Zach Hunt will be the designated hitter. And on the mound will be Tanner Wynn. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the home team. Leadoff will be Tanner Powell, followed by Kenner Lauterbach. Batting third and behind the plate will be Gavin Murphy. Batting cleanup will be Owen Hudnall, followed by Ethan Kelly. Alan Timmons playing short. Carson Gonzalez playing second base. Scooter Anderson at first, and rounding out the lineup will be Tanner Mitchell in right field. On the mound, number 34, the freshman Asher Hamilton. And as we get ready for first pitch, this will be a 9-inning game. We've got the Rapsodo, the Velo board, and the whole nut form for the SouthArk Stars. The away team will be sporting them in this series. New black uniforms. And that'll bring in Jet Hudnall to start things off in this version of the Fall World Series. First pitch on the way from Hamilton to start things off. Fastball out, ball one. And a good crowd here tonight. Fastball catches the zone. 1-1 as the count evens up. Roughly 40 to 50 people in attendance tonight. Another fastball fouled off. 1-2. Fastball on the outside, swing and a miss. Strike three for the first out. Now batting team captain number 9, Ty Simonelli. Speed that time in the dirt. 1-0. Fastball flied out into shallow left, and it's going to be out of play. 1-1 the count. Fastball, swing and a miss. 1-2. Simonelli squares around, pulls back, swing and a miss, strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts to start out the frame. 2 away. Now batting number 17, Chase Irby. First pitch slider, swung on a miss, strike one. Irby, a native Texan from Prosper. Another slider, this one taken. 0-2. One pitch away now for Hamilton. and he'll have a 1-2-3 inning. Swing and a miss, and he's got it. And we'll head to the bottom half of the first as the Spankies go down 1-2-3. On the mound for the Spankies will be Tanner Wynn, freshman from Northern Louisiana. And behind him, Irby will be at third, Gardner at short, McCubbin at second, and Szymanski at first. And in the outfield from left to right will be Jet Hudnall, Ty Simonelli, and Noah Smith in right. And behind the plate, J.D. Zachary, a transfer from SAU Tech, and his younger brother, also a star. And leading off will be Tanner Powell, sophomore from the Baton Rouge area. Powell steps in, and the windup delivery. And first pitch is outside, ball one. Ball below the knees to Powell. 2-0. Another fastball just below the knees. It'll be 3-0. And Coach Lester calling balls and strikes here in game one. Fastball taken for strike, 3-1. And Wynn, to my knowledge, hasn't started a game this fall. So new territory for him here. Change up, outside, ball four. And Powell will be aboard with a leadoff walk. Now batting will be the third baseman, Tanner Lauterbach. Lauterbach, a freshman, was with the Stars last year. However, did not play during the spring season as he takes the breaking ball outside. 1-0. Powell gets his lead at first. We'll be interested to see if he goes here. Fastball low. 2-0 now. And one thing that Zachary brings behind the plate is an absolute cannon. Fastball flied out into right field. Smith ranging back, flips his hips, and makes the grab. Powell retreats back to first. They'll be one away. And that'll bring in the team captain for the Spud Nuts, Gavin Murphy. First pitch breaking ball to Murphy is low, 1-0. Fastball grounded to the third baseman. Irby has it, throws across to first, and Powell moves up to second base with 2 outs. High chopper that time. So 2 away, and that'll bring in Owen Hudnall. So we've got 2 outs, runner at second, and a cleanup hitter. And Hudnall had a great fall so far. Definitely flashed his power. Change up on the outside, taking for a strike. 0-1. And so far, Wynn has done a good job of mixing up his pitches on first pitches of the AB. Fastball, fouled straight back. And quickly an 0-2 count for Hudnall. So the weather tonight, wind blowing slightly in, and it really hasn't been flying earlier this week. So it'll be interesting to see if the long ball comes into play. Pitch low, 1-2 as Hudnall sees another pitch. And it'll be interesting if Powell will be content just to stay at second base. The pitch from Wynn takes off. Curveball low and no throw from Zachary. And there'll be a runner on third now. Even count 2-2. 2 away. And interesting, Tanner Wynn and Owen Hudnall both room together. And he gets the swing and a miss on a changeup. And that'll bring it into the first inning. The score still tied 0-0. We'll be back for the top half of the second. As we get ready for the top half of the second, the infield for the Spudnuts. Kenner Lauderback at third. Alan Timmons at short. Carson Gonzalez at second. And Scooter Anderson at first. And in the outfield from left to right will be Powell, Kelly, and Mitchell in right. First pitch outside on a slider. 1-0. And now batting is Justin Szymanski. Szymanski was the hero last year during the Super Regionals. He had a go-ahead grand slam to put the Stars on top in the series. And swing and a miss on the high pitch. 2-1. Slider away, swing and a miss, 2-2. Slider low that time, and that'll run the count full. 3-2 for Hamilton. Fastball grounded to the shortstop. Timmons coming in across, and in time for the first out. 6-3 ground ball to start the inning. Now batting number 39, the right fielder, Noah Smith. First pitch to Smith, fouled off on the fastball, just out of play for the first baseman. 0-1. And the crowd still trickling in as we get underway. Slider outside. 1-1. Another pitch from Hamilton on the way. Fastball flied up into shallow right field. Scooter Anderson calling for it. And Carson Gonzalez calls him off. 2 outs. Hamilton cruising so far. Has yet to allow a base runner. First pitch outside. 1-0. Now batting is Ian McCubbin as he swings at the high fastball. 1-1. Fastball outside corner, strike 2. Once again, Hamilton 1 strike away. This one's fouled off and out of play. Things will stay where they are at 1-2. We'll wait for the umpire to get back into position. Hamilton comes set. Slider high, swing and a miss. And that'll end the top half of the second. Still 0-0. And Hamilton back-to-back, 1, 2, 3 innings. We'll be back for the bottom half after this. Coming up to bat here will be Ethan Kelly. He'll lead things off in the bottom half of the second. The Spudnuts were able to get a runner to third. However, Hudnall struck out to end the inning. First pitch curveball taken, 1-0. And fastball that time, I think that one hit in front of the Rapsodo. It'll be a 2-0 count for Kelly at the plate. Fastball that time, knee high, taken for a strike. It'll be 2-1. Fastball chest high, swing and a miss. And Wynn is able to even it up 2-2. Fastball fouled off. Things stay where they are, 2 apiece. And we'll get set to do it again. The delivery from Wynn. And changeup low and away, laid off by Kelly. And he works a full count. Payoff pitch coming up. Curveball fouled off, out of play behind the first base dugout. And I should mention all the pitchers are under a strict pitch count limit. Both these starters, I believe, at 50 pitches as their limit, as Kelly takes ball 4 and a leadoff walk once again to start the second. Now batting will be the shortstop, Alan Timmons. Timmons, a freshman. Squares around, pulls back, and the back hit to first is not in time. It'll be a 1-0 count. It'd be interesting to see if Timmons tries it again and kind of test Wynn on what he wants to do. Pick to first. Ball gets away, and it's into the dugout. Kelly moves up to second base. And this is exactly what Ethan Kelly likes to do. Cause chaos. So runner at second. It's still a 1-0 count at the plate. Timmons squares around, takes the strike outside. 1-1. And also the team captains, they're the ones making the decisions on the base paths at the plate, in the mound, in the bullpen. Fastball outside, 2-1. Fastball foul tip by Timmons that time. Even count, 2-2. McCubbin holding Kelly at second base. Gardner playing deep into the 6-hole. Curveball lined into right field. Smith cuts it off. He's going to throw home, and the throw is offline. Kelly slips. He's trying to scramble back to third, and Timmons moves up to second base on the chaos. So there'll be runners at second and third, nobody out. And now batting will be number 3, Carson Gonzalez. Gonzalez, another native Texan from Tatum High School. And he'll come up. Runners in scoring position, nobody out. And he'll have a chance to put the Spudnuts on the board early. Fastball down the middle, taken for a strike. And there's not a better pitch to work with than a fastball right down the middle. Pitch on the outside, swing and a miss. And Gonzalez quickly in an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss on the slider away, and that'll be 1 out. A big strikeout for Wynn as he's able to get 1 out. And now batting number 8, Scooter Anderson. Anderson steps in, 1 out. Still 2 runners in scoring position. Fastball served to the first baseman. The throw home is in time. And Justin Szymanski saves a run over at first base. We've got 2 outs on the fielder's choice. And still a tied ball game. Now batting the 9-hole, Tanner Mitchell. Mitchell steps in, 2 outs, runners at the corners. Anderson likely not going anywhere. First pitch curveball taken for ball 1. One 0 from Wynn. Fastball tapped to the third baseman, and it's foul. We'll head back, and it'll be a 1-1 count. Mitchell steps in, 1-1. 2 away, runners at the corners. And the breaking ball gets away from Zachary, and both runners retreat back to their bases. It'll be a 2-1 count. Anderson at first, and Timmons at third. Fastball in the dirt, 3-1. A dangerous count for Mitchell here. Fastball, swing and a miss. And that runs the count full now. Payoff pitch coming up. 3-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner at third. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball. And that'll do it here in the bottom half of the second. Score still 0-0 as Wynn able to work his way out of it. We'll be right back for the top half of the third. Welcome back for the top half of the third. And leading off will be the catcher, J.D. Zachary. Hamilton back out on the mound here in the third. First pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Sinker that time from Hamilton. This one's hit into shallow left field, out of play. And Hamilton a quick 0-2 count. Swing and a miss at the high pitch. one out on 3 straight pitches. And now batting will be the shortstop, Tanner Gardner. Swing and a miss on the pitch down the middle, 0-1. Hamilton working more with his sinker this inning. High fastball taken, 1-1. Another pitch on the outside, called a strike. 1-2 to Gardner. Pitch low, even count once again at 2-2. 1 out here in the top of the third. Sliders, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame once again. And that'll bring in the designated hitter, Zach Hunt. First pitch slider, swing and a miss, 0-1. Another slider taken for strike 2 at the knees. Hamilton, 1 strike away. Fastball down the middle for strike 3. That brings it into the top of the third. Have an outing, Asher Hamilton. We'll head to the bottom half. The score still 0-0. We'll head to the bottom half of the third. Leading off will be Tanner Powell, and a new pitcher warming up in the bullpen, number 1, Bryce McGuire. Powell stepping in to lead things off here in the third. Had a leadoff walk to start the ball game. First pitch swing on a low curveball. It'll be 0-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup away. 0-2. This one lined up the middle into center, and Powell has a leadoff single to start the third inning. Now batting, third baseman Kenner Lauterbach. Lauterbach steps in. Powell gets his lead. Fastball low to start the AB. 1-0. Pick off to first, not in time as Powell dives back to the bag. 1-0, still the count. Fastball taken for strike one, even count. It takes off for second. The throw down from Zachary is not in time, and Powell swipes second base. I believe that pitch was called a ball, so it'll be 2-1 to Lauterbach. Lauterbach fouls this one out of play. Even count 2-2. Be interesting to see if Powell tries to move over to third. Took the second and no tag, as McCubbin was unable to get to the bag before Powell. So even count 2-2, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Powell takes off on the off-speed pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. And strike three, and Lauterbach makes it to first safely as the throw pulled Szymanski off the bag. So there'll be runners at the corners, still nobody out. Now batting captain and catcher Gavin Murphy. And it looks like we're going to have a possible pitching change due to the pitch count. But it looks like Wynn will get one more batter. Oh, wait, no. They're going to call Lauterbach out. So there will be one out, but Powell is at third base with one away. Murphy takes the fastball low to start the AB, 1-0. Another fastball knee high. This one called a strike. It'll be 1-1. Looking ball in the dirt, 2-1. Breaking ball outside, and it'll be called as such. It's a 3-1 count for Murphy. And it looks like Bryce McGuire getting ready to come into the game as he makes his way from the bullpen. Fastball low, ball four. Runners at the corners, one away. And looks like that will be the night for Tanner Wynn. He goes 2 1/3 scoreless, but will have to come out in the middle of the inning. And that'll lead way for Bryce McGuire to pick up where he's left off. Runners at the corners with one out. We'll be right back. And welcome back as we get ready to resume play here in the bottom of the third. Runners at the corners, one out for Bryce McGuire, the sophomore, making his return. And in the World Series tournament, pitched a complete game shutout for the Stars and a big part of their bullpen last year. Now batting the cleanup hitter, Owen Hudnall. Hudnall struck out to end the first inning. This one's lined at the shortstop. Gardy flips to second, throw to first, in time. And they get out of the jam on one pitch from McGuire. We'll head to the top of the fourth, still tied 0-0. And welcome back for the top half of the fourth. Asher Hamilton back out on the mound as he's faced the minimum so far. And in steps the leadoff batter, Jet Hudnall. Jet's little brother Owen just finished the inning for the Spudnuts on a ground out double play. First pitch slider fouled back, 0-1. Fastball outside, swing and a miss. 0-2. But did he go? And he did, says the first base umpire. One away as Hamilton continues his round of dominance here in game one. In steps the team captain for the Spankies, Ty Simonelli. First pitch grounded back to the pitcher. Hamilton takes it himself, and the flip to first is in time, 2 away. And when the lights get brighter, Hamilton just gets better as he's 3 2/3 through this thing. And in steps Chase Irby. First pitch slider up, misses. It'll be 1-0. Slider outside, and they're going to say he did not go around. It'll be 2-0. Slider, strike that time, says the home plate umpire. 2-1 for Hamilton. Fastball low and away. It'll be 3-1. And there's some action now in the Spudnuts bullpen. This one fly down to shallow center, and it's going to fall in front of Ethan Kelly. And that'll be the first hit of the game for the visiting Spankies. So runner on first with 2 outs. And in steps the first baseman, Justin Szymanski. This one served on to right field, and Mitchell unable to make the diving grab in the corner. Szymanski heading for second, and there'll be runners at second and third now with 2 away. Two away, runners at second and third. And in steps the right fielder, Noah Smith. Smith, a freshman on this South Arkansas team, and quickly made a name for himself in many of the fall games earlier this year. First pitch is high and inside. It'll be 1-0 to Smith. And it looks like they got mixed up on their signs there as Murphy heads out to the mound to have a word with Hamilton, trying to get back on the same page. The pitch from Hamilton on the way. Slider up and in, taken for strike. Even count, 1-1. This ball swing and a miss. It's now 1-2 in favor of Hamilton. Once again, 1 strike away. And it looks like Michael Stevens warming up in the bullpen for the Spudnuts. Hamilton steps off. That's his 1 for the AB. Slider popped up over to the first baseman. Anderson in foul territory, and he is unable to make the grab as it hits his glove and runs into the fence. It'll stay 1-2. And a demoralizing play right there on defense, as that one gives Smith a redo. And if there's anybody you don't want to give another chance, it's definitely him. So 1-2 count, 2 away, runners at second and third. And the runners are Chase Irby and Justin Szymanski at second. You can see them on your screen at the bottom. This one tapped fair. Hamilton makes the grab. Throw to first is in time. And he will get out of the jam here in the fourth. Score 0-0 as we head to the bottom half. We'll be right back. And welcome back as we get ready for the bottom half of the fourth. On the mound, number 1, Bryce McGuire. And McGuire last inning able to get out of a jam on a first pitch ground ball. He'll get things going here in the bottom half of the fourth. And leading off will be number 21, the center fielder, Ethan Kelly. Defensive battle so far tonight. And if any of you are familiar with South Arkansas baseball, typically not the case, as that one is inside 1-0. Another pitch low this time. 2-0 to Kelly. And Gardner, the shortstop, playing deep into the 6-hole, leaving the middle of the field wide open if they need it. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. It'll be 2-1. Swing and a miss on the curveball, low and in the dirt. It's 2-2. Even count now for Kelly. Swing and a foul tip, and strike 3 as Zachary holds on to it. 1 away. Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Alan Timmons. Timmons stranded at third his last time up. First pitch fastball in the dirt, 1-0. Gardy moving back closer to the middle of the infield. This one's tapped to the third baseman, Irby. He has it, throw across in time as Szymanski makes the reach. 2 away. Now batting second baseman, Carlos Gonzalez. Gonzalez unable to come through the first time around. He had runners at second and third with nobody out and unable to get this run across. He'll come up now, bases empty, 2 outs. First pitch breaking ball, and it is going to be inside, says home plate umpire, 1-0. This one foul tipped at home plate. It's 1-1. And if you look down behind the backstop at home plate, you'll see one of the SouthArk Stars alumni from their first trip to the College World Series. On the far left is Leighton Tuberville. Tuberville went on to play at UAM the next year. This one grounded to the second baseman. McCubbin dives and unable to handle it. And it's going to be a 2-out single as there's no throw. That'll bring in the first baseman, Scooter Anderson. 2 outs, runner at first. And Gonzalez pretty quick on the base path, so it'll be interesting to see if he goes. Trying to make something happen here in the middle innings. First pitch, foul tip at home plate, 0-1. Runner takes off, throw down is in time. And they're going to say he got him at second base, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the fifth, 0-0. And it'll be interesting to see how things shake up from here. We head to the top of the fifth, all tied up. Welcome back as we get ready to start the top of the fifth. Now pitching number 6, Michael Stevens. Stevens, a freshman. He'll be taking over for Asher Hamilton, who went 4 scoreless. And Stevens will face Ian McCubbin to start the inning. Pitch from Stevens on the way. Swing and a miss at the curveball. And making him look silly to start the inning. It's 0-1. Another curveball, same pitch. McCubbin lays off of it, learned his lesson the hard way. The 1-1. Fastball down the middle, 1-2. The 1-2 to McCubbin. And Stevens steps off here. Fastball lined foul. And it'll be 1-2 as it hits the net, protecting the on-deck batter. And it's a good thing the net was there, because I don't think JD would have had any time to move. So it's a 1-2 count. Back-to-back fastballs. Curveball in the left-handed batter's box. It'll be 2-2 as the count evens up. Another breaking ball in the dirt, and that runs the count full. 3-2 for Stevens. McCubbin, a good job of battling so far in this AB. Fastball lined into right field. Mitchell gives chase, and it is foul as it makes its way over the fence. McCubbin walking back to the plate, and if that had been probably just a couple feet to the left, he would have changed the score of the ball game. So another payoff pitch. The windup from Stevens. Curveball outside, ball 4. And it's a leadoff walk. Now batting the catcher, J.D. Zachary. So Zachary steps in, runner on first, nobody out. It'll be interesting to see if McCubbin tries to get to second here. Stevens has a pretty good move to first. Fastball low. Murphy gets by him. but McCubbin stays put. It'll be 1-0 as the ball didn't skirt too far away. Fastball fouled back, and it'll be 1-1. The 1-1 from Stevens coming up. Breaking ball in the left-handed batter's box. It'll be 2-1. Fastball swing and a miss on the outside corner. 2-2. So far, Stevens working exclusively with the fastball curveball combo. That pitch low. And now it's a full count once again. Runner on first. High fastball, ball four. Back-to-back walks to start the inning, and this is not what you want to see. Murphy heading out to have a word with Stevens. Gardner will be the batter when we come back. And I do believe Gardner is the 9-hole hitter. Or no, he's the 8-hole hitter. And we've had a pinch runner or a courtesy runner for Zachary at first. We are going to allow courtesy runners for the catchers here. And coming in to run will be Noah Smith. So McCubbin at second, Smith at first. And looks like the first base coach having some words with Gardner. I do believe the first base coach is Ryan Ursery, the team captain on the pitching side. Gardy squares around, gets it down. Stevens turns and throws to first. And Gardner able to get the job done, moves 2 runners into scoring position with 1 out. And that's exactly what Ursery wanted to see. And now batting Zach Hunt, the 9-hole. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 away. Infield playing in the grass. First pitch curveball, swing and a miss. So they're going to try and cut it off and throw home if it's to the infield. Curveball taken for strike 2. And an 0-2 count now for Stevens. We'll see if he puts him away after seeing 2 straight curveballs. Fastball inside. And Hunt moves out of the way of that one. It's a 1-2 count. And that's going to come back to bite Hunt. And that pitch is low. It's 2-2. Curveball low and away, taken for ball 3. And Hunt able to work a full count after getting out of the way of that fastball on an 0-2 count. So payoff pitch, 1 away. First base is open. Swing and fouls the curveball to the first base side. And we'll do it again here. Ursery, the first base coach, and looks like Logan Gibson, the third base coach. Swing and miss on a high fastball, and that's the second out. Top of the order now for the Spankies as Jet Hudnall coming up to bat. Hudnall comes in, 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. First pitch curveball taken for a strike, 0-1. And right now it looks like Stevens really able to command the curveball here. Another, as soon as I say that, it's in the dirt. 1-1. Change up. They're going to say you went around, and it's 1-2 as Hudnall offers on the check swing. 1-2 count for Stevens. High fastball inside, 2-2. And be interesting to see if Stevens goes back to that curveball low and away. And he does, but no swing by Hudnall. Hudnall waiting for that one, looks like. So full count, 2 away, and 2 runners in scoring position. Breaking ball, not even close, and that loads up the bases. In comes the team captain, number 9 center fielder Ty Simonelli. Simonelli stepping in, bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Fastball, fly down to deep center, Kelly at the fence. And Simonelli, a grand slam to open up the scoring. And Simonelli, that's why they call him the captain, as he puts his team on the board here in the Fall World Series first. Score 4-0. Stevens taking a break to compose himself after that moment. And in steps the third baseman, Chase Irby. Fastball fouled off, 0-1. Fastball fouled off again, 0-2 now to Irby. Curveball fouled down the third base side and out of play. So things will stay put at 0-2. Change-up, check swing, and it's fouled off anyway. Still at 0-2 count for Irby. And we'll see if Stevens can put him away here. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Murphy throws down to first. It's in time. And that'll bring an end to things here in the top of the 5th. But not after Ty Simonelli able to put his team on top, 4-0. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the 5th. And welcome back for the bottom half of the fifth. McGuire on the mound, and we'll see how the Spudnuts respond here after giving up a 4 spot on the grand slam from Simonelli. Leading off will be Scooter Anderson, the first baseman. So the 8, 9, and 1 hole due up for the Spudnuts here in the bottom half of the fifth. First pitch from McGuire on the way. This one fouled off. First base side out of play, 0-1. Pitch low that time. It's 1-1. Sidearm breaking ball. A changeup that time. 1-2 as it's fouled off by Anderson. 1-2 from McGuire. Curveball low and away. It's 2-2, even count. Fastball fouled straight back, and things will stay where they are, 2-2. First base coach for the Spudnuts. Here's the KJ Battles. And third base coach will be Connor Pierce as Anderson swinging a miss for the first out. One away, and that'll bring in the 9-hole Tanner Mitchell. Mitchell, somewhat of a local. He attended at Smackover High School just 20 minutes down the road. Squares around, pulls back, and it's low, 1-0. It was low. Swing and a miss. 1-1 as the count evens up. And pitch in the dirt. They're going to say he did not go around. It's a 2-1 count now for Mitchell. And the first base umpire for today is Gabe Kutencooler. And the third base umpire, Grant Simmons. Neither one playing in the Fall World Series this year. As Mitchell fouls off the fastball. It's 2-2 with one away. Powell in the on-deck circle. This one served into shallow right. It's going to drop, and it is in foul territory, says Gabe Kutencooler. Things stay 2-2. So still a 2-2 count. Simonelli moving over to the right field gap. And looks like Smith playing closer to the line. Red steps in. The pitch from McGuire on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. 2 away. And that'll bring in the top of the order as Tanner Powell comes up to bat. And Powell yet to record an out. He's walked and singled so far in this one. First pitch fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Powell squares around, pulls back, and it's a called strike on the inside. 0-2 now. This ball up in the zone, fouled back, and Powell able to stay alive. Still a 0-2 count. This one lined back up the middle once again. Lester able to get out of the way of it. And Tanner Powell with another single. He's 2 for 2 with the walk tonight. And we almost had to stop the game to find a new head coach, as that one had eyes heading for Coach Lester. 2 away, Powell at first base, and in steps Kenner Lauterbach, third baseman tonight. First pitch inside, back pick to first, not in time. It's a 0-1 count now for Kenner Lauterbach. This one fouled back, and it's an 0-2 count once again. And we'll see if McGuire can put him away after losing Powell on the line drive. Curveball served into right and foul out of play. It'll stay 0-2. Another curveball low, back pick to first, and once again not in time as Powell dives back to the bag. It'll be a 1-2 count now at home plate for Lauterbach. McGuire holding Powell at first base. Right down the middle for strike 3, and that'll bring it into the 5th. Your score 4-0 as we head to the top of the 6th, and we'll be right back. And welcome back for the top half of the 6th. Mike Stevens back out on the mound. And there's some action in both of the bullpens. It's unclear who's warming up for either side right now, but we'll keep you posted on that one. In steps the first baseman, Justin Szymanski. Szymanski had a double his last time up, but unable to get the runner in. And he'll lead things off here in the 6th. And I do believe this will be a 7-inning ball game. So time's running out as the first pitch is low and inside, 1-0. Stevens looking to try and keep things where they are and try and get out of this one. This one's lined into left field and just foul down the line. It'll be a 1-1 count now for Szymanski. Curveball blown away, 2-1. And one of the interesting things here, both of the team captains have to keep an eye on is how they want to play their pitching. Curveball taken for strike two, knee high. 2-2 for Szymanski. And of course, people have different strategies, but it looks like the strategy for Stevens and the Spudnuts is going to be trying to go a complete game with just Hamilton and Stevens as the count runs full, 3-2. Fastball low, ball four. Szymanski is aboard to start the inning. That'll bring in Noah Smith. And it looks like number 14, Nathan, or no, number 14, Michael Kress warming up in the bullpen as that one gets away and Szymanski stays put. It's a 1-0 count. So it looks like Kress is warming up. Pitch inside. Smith moves his back foot out of the way. It's 2-0. This ball low. And it'll be a 3-0 count now. This one outside, throw down from Murphy, not in time, gets away. And Szymanski will stay put at second as that was ball four anyway. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change as that'll bring an end to the night for Michael Stevens. And coming into pitch will be Michael Kress wearing the number 14 jersey. And it would appear that we're also going to have a defensive substitution as well. The first base coach, KJ Battles, checking in at second for Carson Gonzalez. And a little bit of confusion, I think, right now as Kress is going to be the pitcher coming in, but KJ checking in at second base. And Murphy now stepping away. And looks like they're going to put Cargo behind the plate. And Murphy is coming out of the game. I believe is what the result of this is going to be. And Murphy, one of the team captains for the Spudnuts, so it's kind of interesting to see him, I would guess, pulling himself out of the game at such a late spot. So with all the changes coming in this inning, on the mound, number 14, Michael Kress. Behind the plate will be Carson Gonzalez. At third will still be Kenny Lauterbach. Shortstop, Alan Timmons. At second base, KJ Battles. At first, Scooter Anderson. And no change in the outfield as Powell is in left, Kelly in center, and Mitchell in right. And Battles just now checking into the game, but surely making his presence known. And Kress, the lefty, coming in to face a righty. McCubbin stepping in. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in the top of the sixth. And they're looking to extend their lead. Fastball taken for a strike, 0-1. Slider that time outside, gets away. Szymanski and Smith both move up a bag. Runners at second and third, nobody out, and a 1-1 count. And now McCubbin in a really good spot to extend the lead. Just 90 feet away and takes the fastball outside, 2-1. And this is something that they work on meticulously in practice. We'll see how he does here. Fastball outside, says home plate umpire, 3-1. And in the on-deck circle is J.D. Zachary, the catcher. And that'll be ball four, gets away from Gonzalez. Loads up the bases with nobody out. And in walks J.D. Zachary. Zachary reached his last time up and was pinch run for. First pitch fouled off by Zachary. It's 0-1. This ball outside. It's 1-1. Slider pulled into right, or into left, rather, and it is out of play. 1-2. One, two to Zachary. Bases loaded, nobody out. And it's in the dirt, 2-2. Kress having some trouble locating the fastball. And it looks like there's a couple people just throwing around in the bullpen. Should they need to come in sooner rather than later? Fouled off on the fastball. Things will stay put at 2-2. Corners are playing in as Anderson and Lauterbach up on the grass of the grass inlet of the turf. Battles and Timmons both at double play depth, and the breaking ball gets away from Kress, and it'll be a full count, 3-2, as Scooter Anderson came up to cover. So the payoff pitch to Zachary coming up, bases loaded, and a good chance of extending their lead now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, strike three, and a big strikeout at that for Kress and the Spudnuts. One away, and in steps the 8-hole Tanner Gardner. Gardner steps in, bases loaded. Corner still playing in. Fastball up and away, 1-0. And quite the crowd tonight as we reach near the end of this ball game. Fastball called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Roughly 50 to 60 people here in attendance. Breaking ball catches the outside. It's 1-2 now. And Kress looks like he may have found something to work for him. 1-2, one away. Big time strikeout for Kress as that gets him out of trouble. 2 away with the bases loaded. And now they can play the force out anywhere. And then steps the 9-hole designated hitter, Zach Hunt. 2 outs. Breaking ball doesn't come back in enough. It's 1-0. Fastball low and away. No runner. So it'll be a 2-0 count with 2 outs. The 2-0 from Kress on the way. It's inside, gets away from the catcher. And it's a 3-0 count now. And Kress able to get back-to-back strikeouts to get out of some serious trouble, but still might surrender the run here if he's not careful. So the 3-0 count now to Zach Hunt. 2 away. Fastball down the middle. And it looks like Kress took some off of that one just to get it in the zone. It's 3-1. Fastball outside for ball 4. And that will extend the lead, 5-0. And that'll bring in the top of the order now with 2 outs. We'll see how they do. As in steps Jet Hudnall. Hudnall, him and his brother, both from OCS High School in Monroe. As he takes the curveball up and away, it's 1-0. Fastball knee high, 1-1. Looked to be right down the middle, too. Fastball, they're going to say he went around on that one as well. It's 1-2 now to Hudnall. Kress working ahead in the count this time. Curveball low and away. It's 2-2. And Gonzalez just not able to get it back in the zone enough to get the strike call. Even count, 2-2, 2 away. And the bases loaded. And 1 run will come across to score as that ends the top half of the 6th. Score as we head to the bottom half, 5-0 in favor of the Spankies. We'll be back for the bottom half after this. Welcome back for the bottom half of the sixth. Bryce McGuire back out on the mound as he'll look to keep this thing right where it is, as he'll face the 4, 5, and 6 of the Spudnuts lineup. Owen Hudnall will lead things off, and we'll see if he fares better than his older brother, who just finished to strike out the inning. First pitch inside with a side armor, and it's 1-0. And as far as I can tell, there's been no changes to the defense of the Spankies. Fastball low that time, and it's 2-0 for Hudnall. This one's flied up into right field. Smith, ranging into foul territory, settles under it and makes the grab for the first out. 1 away. Now batting the center fielder, number 21, Ethan Kelly. And that pitch thrown right behind Kelly's head. It'll be a 1-0 count as he's able to get out of the way of it. And he's also able to get his bat down, so it's not a foul ball. So 1-0 count, 1 away here in the bottom half of the sixth. This one line foul down the right field line. Even count, 1-1. And breaking ball that time bounces on its way towards home plate. It's 2-1. And it looks like there's some questions now about McGuire's pitch count. Swing and a miss on the fastball low that time, and it's 2-2. There must be a weird movement on that ball, as Kelly's swinging at it like it's a changeup. Curveball inside handcuffs him, and it's going to be a 3-2 count now. Payoff pitch coming up, 1 away, as they're going to say he did not go around. Right down the main street, swing and a miss, 2 away. 2 away now for McGuire, and that'll bring in the shortstop, number 1, Alan Timmons. Fastball fouled off of Timmons' ankle as he hits the ground. We'll see if he's all right. And that looked like it got all of the bone that it could. He's able to make it back to his feet, though. And it looks like Timmons is okay as he gets ready to step back in the box. It'll be a 0-1 count for him. The pitch from McGuire is high, and that'll even things up 1-1. This one fouled straight back, and it's now 1-2 in favor of McGuire. Swinging it, or no, that's taken for strike 3, and that brings it into the 6th. We'll head to the top half of the 7th. The score 5-0, and we'll be back right after this. And welcome back as we get ready to start things here in the top of the 7th. New pitcher on the mound for the Spud Nuts, number 4, Jackson Fayard. He'll be coming in here in the top half of the 7th, trying to keep things where they are as the Spud Nuts try to mount a late comeback. And due up for the Spankies as they try to extend their lead will be the 2, 3, and 4. Ty Simonelli stepping up. He had a grand slam his last time to the plate. And the first pitch bounces on its way. It's 1-0. Fastball high. It's a 2-0 count now. Swing and a miss that time. And it'll be 2-1 now to Simonelli. Looked like a changeup from Fayard. Breaking ball, half-hearted swing and a miss. Simonelli way out in front on that one. And it's a 2-2 count. Gonzalez behind the plate still, battles at second. Timmons at short, Lauterbach at third, and Anderson at first. Simonelli pulls back, takes the curveball, and it's now full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up to Simonelli. Powell in left, Kelly in center, and Mitchell still in right. Simonelli pulls back, swing and a miss on the fastball, and a swing and a miss at that. It's one away. And now batting the third baseman, number 17, Chase Irby. Irby and his team out in front by 5 as he takes the first pitch, breaking ball for a strike down the middle, 0-1. Fastball lined into center, and it's going to drop in front of Kelly. Irby has a 1-out single. And now batting the first baseman, Justin Szymanski. This ball high and inside, and they're going to call a foul ball as Irby heads back to first base. It'll be a 0-1 count to Szymanski. Runner on first, 1 out, and 0-1 count. Pitch inside, 1-1. Breaking ball down the middle, taken for a strike. It's 1-2. Breaking ball lined over the third baseman into the left field corner. Powell lets it roll to the fence. And Irby rounding third holds up, and Szymanski pulls into second base with a 1-out double, his second of the night. So we now have runners at second and third, 1 out. And now stepping up to the plate is Noah Smith, the right fielder. And it's been a story of timely hitting so far tonight. One team's had it, the other hasn't. Fastball just below the kneecaps called strike. 0-1. 1 away for Fayard. Fastball on the outside, and it is called as such. It's a 1-1 count. And looks like Kress doing some rehab work. And change up low and inside. It's a 2-1 count now to Smith. Kress doing some work in the bullpen after his outing. So the 2-1 on the way. Fastball fouled off. It's 2-2, even count. Curveball. Gonzalez keeps it in front of him, and it runs the count full, 3-2. Another payoff pitch coming up. Fastball fouled off down the first base side, out of play. Things stay put, 3-2. Infield playing in on the grass a little bit. Shortstop is, third baseman is, but Battles and Anderson a little bit further back, and that one is outside, ball 4, and that'll load the bases now with 1 out. In steps the second baseman Ian McCubbin. And McCubbin's found his way aboard, but he's yet to make an impact really with his stick. That could all change here as he takes the first pitch breaking ball, 0-1. Another breaking ball, this time swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And McCubbin been out in front on the breaking ball a few times so far today. Fastball fouled off, out of play. Things stay put 0-2. We'll see what Faird wants to go to here. Breaking ball grounded to the shortstop. It's off Timmons' glove into left field. Powell comes up, throws to third. It's offline. And the pitcher backing up makes the stop, but not before 2 runs come in to score. And with that, it is now 7-0 after the error at short. And that's some well-needed insurance. Coming up to the plate, J.D. Zachary. 1 out and runners at second and third. First pitch breaking ball taken for a strike, 0-1. And that's been something Faird's been going to a lot here this inning. First pitch breaking ball. Fastball up and in, taken 1-1. Change up on the outside, taken for a strike. And it's 1-2. Curveball lined foul. And that one's into the bullpen over there in left field. It'll be a 1-2 count still with 1 away. Breaking ball low that time, bounces on its way to the plate. It's 2-2. High fastball. And they're going to say that he went around for strike 3. 2 away. And in steps the shortstop, Tanner Gardner. And it looks like we're going to have time called. It looks like Faird has reached his pitch limit. And it would appear no. It looks like Faird's going to be staying in the game. Looks like they just had a miscommunication on the pitch count. So 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Gardner steps in. High fastball inside. It's 1-0 as Faird pops a number on that one. Fastball outside, taken for a strike, 1-1. Fastball inside and low. Gonzalez does his best with that one, but it's called a ball, 2-1. Breaking ball gets a piece of Gardner. He'll head down to first base on a hit by pitch. That'll bring in the 9-hole Zach Hunt. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And now we will have the pitching change. Faird's reached his limit for the night, and it looks like the team captain, Gray Fisher, will be coming in this game. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the remainder of the top of the 7th. Your score is 7-0. And on the mound to close things out here in the bottom of the 7th is number 2, Logan Gibson. Gibson, a freshman who transferred in last year but had to undergo Tommy John surgery before the season and served as the first base coach a little bit last year. And now that he's healthy, getting his appearance here in the Fall World Series, he'll face off against Carson Gonzalez here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch, high fastball, 1-0, and as you can see, 87-7 with the fastball. Fastball turned on, foul, and it'll be a 1-1 count now as that one hits the light pole. So even count, back-to-back fastballs, likely just trying to get a feel. This one's lined into right field, and it's going to fall between the two outfielders, and Gonzalez is going to be at second base, and he's going to make his move to third, and it is in time as the errant play in the outfield is made up for it by a great relay from Simonelli and Gardner. One away. And Gonzalez that time trying to make something happen. But that's just been pretty much how things have gone for their team so far tonight. In steps the first baseman, Scooter Anderson. One away. Fastball up and away, 1-0. This one lined off of Gibson's glove to the second baseman to throw to first in time, and two away for Gibson. And he was just barely able to get a piece of the glove on that one and deflect it towards the second baseman. So we now have 2 outs, and Gibson is 1 out away from putting his team up 1-0 on the series as he faces the 9-hole Tanner Mitchell. Fastball inside for strike one. 0-1 count. Slider swinging and miss that time by Tanner Mitchell. And it's now an 0-2 count for Gibson. And he's 1 strike away from putting this one away for him and his team. And they'll take an early 1-0 lead if he can do so. Slider low and away, laid off, and it's 1-2. A 1-2 on the way, 2 outs. Slider taken for strike 3 up, and that will end the ball game as the Spankies take a 1-0 lead on the series. Your final score, 10-0. We'll be back tomorrow night for Game 2, and that will take place at 5 o'clock, same time, same place. And there are your winners for the night. And in this 3-game set, now just 1 game away from clinching it. We'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and here at the field. We'll be back tomorrow for Game 2, and we'll see you then.